vacant land contract, sale and purchase. This again is a purchase offer. It's not a contract till it's fully executed. And you know, John Doe is buying it by themselves. No one else with them. The seller is let's come up with a good name here. Mary Jane Johnson. Who knows? Legal description. You want to put the address in, 123, whatever it may be, Main Street. Make sure you fill these things in. Legal description. Whatever it may be, fill it in. And or again, you can import these values. Don't forget that. So you can do these things. And you know, which county is it in? Who knows? You'll have to put that in according to what it is, including all improvements and everything like that, in addition to the property. You know, the fact of the matter is, well, septic and power all may very well be there, and you want them. Oops, I hit the wrong button. And different keyboard. Well, septic, the question mark remained. All right, this isn't quite as quick if I can't type. There you go. So well, septic, and power are all possibilities that are there, and you want to make sure they don't take the power pole or whatever. They're not going to take a septic system and well, but why not put it there? Purchase price. That's going to be interesting in today's market. Somebody's coming in and paying, should be about $1 million, because it is a gorgeous piece of property and they want it. It's on the waterfront. Here you go, Leah, you're back up. So we're on escrow agent. Where is it being held? On this one, we really want the property, and we are strong, even though we are going to finance this one. It's trickier to finance land, right? You need to know these things. You need to have your proper lenders in hand, ready to go. So we're doing the escrow agent, their contact name, their address, their phone number, their email. Fill these things in. If you know, if a seller has in their notes in the MLS that they're going to pick and pay title, and here's who they want to use, then you may go that way. So we're doing these things. So initial deposit is not going to a company. Again, it's going to be within 3 days. Otherwise, you have to chase that escrow. So 3 days initial deposit is going to be, let's say, 50,000. These folks aren't playing games. Additional deposit delivered within 10 days. And it's going to be 100,000. Not 1,000. There you go. one zero out of there. We're not paying cash. There you go. Okay, so total financing will be the remainder of that, which is what? Now I've blown myself away with mathematics here. 850,000. Yep, we can put it as a dollar amount. Good job, Leah. And balance to close is still, that's a zero. You got to put a zero there. And then balance to close is still going to be balance. Or it could say 850,000. But the fact of the matter is you have closing costs and prepaids. Complete only if purchase price will be determined based on unit cost instead of fixed price. If you've got a huge piece of acreage, we're going to select per acre. And they have specified a certain amount of acreage. And right now we're paying 30,000 an acre because of where it's located. Okay, and time for acceptance. We want acceptance pronto. But the folks are out of town, so we're going to give them 2-3 days. Let's go to the 22nd. There you go. Transaction will close within, now we're going to ask for 45 days. We need some time to do due diligence. When you're buying land, you want to make sure you do your due diligence. Just because somebody says it's buildable doesn't make it buildable unless the county says that it is. Keep rolling. All right, so buyer will pay cash. Nope, contract's contingent on buyer qualifying, and they're getting a financing. Hopefully the buyer has this all set up already, or you do for them with the lender, and apply for financing within. There you go. We're going to go to the default dates, and it is new financing. We're not, the seller's not financing. Secure commitment for new party financing for 850,000. Yep. And fixed rate. Not exceeding 10%. They want the property. And again, it may even be more than that. You've got to check on land loans right now with the way the rates are going. I haven't verified that lately. Seller financing doesn't apply. Mortgage assumption doesn't apply. Signability, buyer may assign, but nope, buyer may not assign because we want it. We're going to build a development on it. What kind of deed do we want on this property? I think it would depend on the property, but you know, I think that we're going to be shooting for a statutory deed if we can get it, and or maybe a special warranty deed if it's a short sale. You just got to run through those things and talk to your title company to verify which one to use there. Title evidence. We are the party who pays for the owner's title insurance policy. We'll pick and pay. So we are going to say that buyer at buyer's expense within, yeah, let's give ourselves 15 days. At least 10 days prior to closing. Title insurance commitment, yeah, that's a good one right there. We'll go with number one. We don't want the abstract, even though it may be an abstract. Title examination. Buyer within 10 days. This is title exam we're talking about. And title defects, 30 days. Property condition. This is the important part, in my opinion, of a land purchase. We need to make sure that we have our due diligence time period, and we're closing in 45 days. We're going to ask for 35 days due diligence, whatever it may be. And again, this is the time period when a buyer can say it does not meet our needs, and we didn't know that it did not because you said that it did. Anyway, whatever. No due diligence. We're not doing that one. Buyer waives the buyer waives the right to receive a coastal control line affidavit or survey. We don't need it. The property is not on the waterfront, so waive that right, Leah. There you go. Closing procedure costs. These are going to be what the seller pays, what the buyer pays. Keep rolling. Buyer knows they're going to buy their own survey most likely, and it shows that. Special assessment by public body, and up we're going to say the seller pays it in full because they say there isn't any. Keep going. Who'd think that a regular vacant land would take just as long? Seller sales associate, put your license number in. So you put your name and your license number with these, right? So you need to remember to do those things. If it asks you for your license number, don't forget that we're going to use another one of our agents. Nice sale, Daphne. Well done. And you know, and it's a good thing to put in your emails, ways for them to contact you, right? This is not asking for the buyer, it's asking for the buyer's agent's info. We're going to fill those things in. We're also going to fill in the selling agent's things and their brokerage. If they, you know, we can only add in what they've given us in the MLS, or again, there's different ways to come up with land. Additional terms, we are not a backup contract. There is no kick out clause. There's no other. So the goal is we're buying this property, and now we're going to get this thing executed. We're going to send it in along again with a copy, if it is in the MLS, of the MLS form or data sheet. Attach it to this, and we're going to shoot this into them along with this kind of thing. We're saying it's financed. We need to show proof of the financing, so we need to send that into, and we want a pre-approval. We don't just want you know, something where somebody has called in and said, hey, here's my stuff. We want them truly pre-approved. So anyhow, that's where we're going, and that's the end of that contract.